It's a charity. Peapod for colleges, but they used to have it.
All right, guys, whenever you're ready.
Hi, my name is Chris Rader, and I'm the CEO.
Hi, I'm Zach Bell, I'm the Vice President.
I'm Stephen Hammond, I'm the CFO.
I'm William Jeffenbrook, I'm the COO. And we make up the Delivery team. I've always been very close with my brother growing up, but he's now off to the University of Missouri. Being this campus is so far away, I only get to visit him one time a year. This year, when I visited him last November, I spent a whole weekend with him, except I had to spend a Sunday afternoon trying to get groceries. This wasn't a way I wanted to spend a day with my best friend. So I thought to myself, wow, my brother really can't get groceries in an efficient manner. And during the interview process of our idea, I went back to him and his peers, and they told me that they didn't have the time or resources to get groceries. But I realized that this also relates to their parents as well. They don't know what their kids are eating and how much they're spending their money on. So we came up with a website-run solution that allows the parent and student to share a joint account where they can order online through us, and we pick up from a grocery store and deliver to them at their selected delivery date. This is a website demo of ours, and it shows you, so you can scroll down, choose your item, click on it, select the quantity, and then simply add to cart. Once you check out, it will be delivered to you at your selected time.
Oh, I don't think.
So the people we're targeting are college students, the parents of these college students, and the relatives of these college students. So our market we're entering is huge. Our total addressable market is 21 million college students throughout the nation, and our serviceable addressable market is 63,735 college students at the universities of Northwestern and Illinois Champaign-Urbana. While we don't have any direct competitors, we have many indirect competitors such as Peapod, HelloFresh, and the Dorm Food. Peapod and HelloFresh have the same concept as they deliver groceries, but they don't deliver groceries to college students, just residents.
So what makes us different from Peapod and HelloFresh is we specifically deliver just to college students. And for example, Peapod does not even deliver to colleges, they are only the residents. And also, we are unique because our main thing is we save these college students time. Time is very valuable when you're busy in college with exams and papers. And we can save these college students up to 2 hours a week just by using our service. And in some situations, the parents could save money along with the students because they don't have to ride a bus or find a ride with their friends to go to the grocery store.
So our 5-year forecast is based on large colleges ranging from 20 to 50,000 students. In year one, we're planning on servicing 2 colleges, Northwestern and another college in the Chicagoland area. But at year 2 and on, we're expecting a 150% increase in the number of colleges we're producing. So in year 1 to year 2, we're expecting to service another 3 and on and on and on to year 5.
So how we would be acquiring income would be through 2 ways. One would be a $14.99 a month subscription to our website, and then a $5 delivery fee. And then if a college student or parent wants to try their service for the first time, they would have no subscription and just pay a $10 delivery fee.
So how will we be acquiring our customers? We'll have numerous ways of advertising, mainly social media, online ads, school newspapers, and flyers. Now, our cost per acquisition is $10, and our total lifetime value for one student is $1,079. We got that number as if the student were to pay our monthly subscription all 12 months of all 4 years of his college career. So since we're a service and we're not producing or delivering our own product, we have absolutely no COGS, which makes a gross profit 100% of our revenue. And since we're a service, we have a lot of SG&A and startup costs. Main one is our website. In order to have a website that could process and secure someone's credit card, it'll cost a bare minimum of $20,000. Now, also, to keep that website running for the years on, in year 1, we're expecting a $3,000 IT cost, and also a $2,000 insurance cost if something happens with our deliverer. We're paying our employees $2.50 per delivery. They're expected to make 5 deliveries on the delivery day. And last, our cost is advertising, which is $500, which in year 1, which basically is just covering the online ads in the school newspapers.
So for our MVP, we were originally doing just an explainer video and a landing page, but you, the investors, encouraged us to do a concierge service, and we did that. So first off, our landing page and our explainer video. Our explainer video was the short minute video that we could put on our landing page so our future customers could see what we were all about. And we did get a lot of positive feedback from this landing page. For example, we got over 400 unique visitors over the time period. And of those 400 unique visitors, 100 of them signed up to receive updates from Deliver You. And we were in constant contact with these people. We sent out emails once a week, and we also gave out a few surveys. For example, we gave out a survey to all of the parents that signed up, and of those people, 90% of them said they would love to use our service, and their child would love to use our service in their college as well. So through this, we kind of solidified our customer segments because we found that the problem was there for the parents and the students. So next, our concierge service, we delivered to colleges 5 weekends in a row. First off, we went to Elmhurst College, and for those 2 deliveries, we delivered to the same girl, and she gave us feedback saying that she loved our idea, she thought it would work great, but the only problem at a small college like Elmhurst is that the majority of them live in dorms. And so she said she would use this maybe once a month or so, but with such a small dorm, she can't fit a big order in there. So we decided to test our service at a new college, and we went to Northwestern the following 2 weekends. We delivered to Meredith Slot, as you can see in this picture, and she loved our idea. All of her friends were excited about it, especially because for Meredith, just a walk to the grocery store was 15-20 minutes away from her dorm. So, and then the following weekend was Mother's Day, and we were not planning on making a delivery because we're going to continue with Meredith at Northwestern because we got so much success. But she was in town with her family, and the following weekend she was also in town. So on Mother's Day, Zach actually got an email asking if we could deliver to a girl at Loyola. She found us through Facebook, and Zach delivered to her on Mother's Day. He was in the city, and that's why he's not in his Deliver You uniform. So, through our...
You got written up already.
So through our MVP, we solidified 3 parts of our business model canvas. The problem was there for both the parents and the students, and the customer segment. Both the parents and the students had this problem. And lastly, our solution, because our solution worked and we did make money off of this MVP. So we would need about $25,000 to start off. The majority of this, like Steven said, would go towards our webpage. And the remaining $5,000 would be for a liquidity cushion and some marketing fees. So in exchange for that $25,000, we're offering a 10% equity to Deliver You for a post-money valuation of $793,000 after 5 years.
So after 5 years, our internal rate of return would be 59%, and our money multiple would be 9.4 times. And after 5 years, we would sell our business. Our exit strategy would be selling our business to a strategic buyer such as Peapod.
9 months ago, us 4 came into this class with different ideas and different views on business. But now I can proudly say we have one goal, and that is to succeed. With Deliver You, we know we can succeed with our group, our business, and the help from you investors. I would like to thank you very much for listening, and any questions would be greatly appreciated. And remember, click, order, eat, repeat.
I'll fire the first question. I'm a little confused in that you're basically to be a logistics company, right? You're getting food from point A to point B, right? So how are we making money on $5 per delivery? Isn't that what your model does?
Well, so for someone who uses our service, there'll be a $14.99 a month just cost to use our service.
Yeah.
And on top of that, there'll be a $5 delivery fee per usage. So, but if there's someone who wants to just try it one time, or they're only going to order once a month, it would be a $10 to $12 delivery fee.
And how did you come up with that cost structure for a vehicle, an employee going to the supermarket, picking up the food, delivering it, driving, gas, insurance,
Well,
$5 to $10?
Well, for this person, we'd be hiring college students, and these people would use their own car, so whoever was making these deliveries, they would have to have their own car to do this.
Yeah.
And we would be paying them about $250 per delivery, and we're assuming that in maybe a 2-hour span and make 10 or more deliveries, so it would be fair to them. And so that's just, and for like how much we're charging the customers, we got that through our interviews. Basically, how much would you pay for this service?
I get that, but I would encourage you to revisit that. I think you're woefully undercosted there.
Okay.
The other thing is the $14.95 monthly membership. So a lot of people are trying to do this, by the way, and doing it, and that's not to say that this isn't a good idea, it's a fantastic idea. It's actually validation that it's such a good idea that others are doing it. But I don't think anybody's approached it from a subscription model. It's on an all per delivery fee, and I get the idea of wanting to have recurring revenue, but do you have any evidence that someone would pay $14.95 a month as opposed to paying, I'll pay you $12 a delivery, just pay for when I use it instead of paying on a monthly basis?
Well, yeah, we did have interviews on like
Okay.
how much would you pay for this, and we got a lot of like mixed reviews of if the the monthly fee would work, or if they just want to pay for the delivery fee.
Right.
So that's why we had the 2 options, but we still are
Oh, it's
trying.
not an option though, you said. It's either $5 a delivery or $14.95
Yeah, so that way, once
a
once
month.
you
Got
order
it.
2 times or more a month, that way you'll be saving with our monthly.
I got it, okay.
So they're gonna make they're gonna go to the grocery store, pick up the food and deliver 3 times. I'll just assume that at $15 a month, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
So you're basically making $5 a delivery.
yes.
You need a major amount of scale, right?
You need to retool, that's all I'm saying. It's a great idea, I just don't think you've
Yeah.
found the way to do it yet.
Okay.
Change it. And then what about, I think at your MVP, we asked you to think about buying the product at a wholesale rate and selling it as a retail, on a retail rate. In other words, you would be a great, the local grocery store in the college campus might give you guys 10% off of everything that you buy, and you sell it to somebody at a wholesale price. So if you buy $50 worth of groceries, you're only paying $45, and that's the grocery store's paying part of the cost for you to exclusively buy from them, or
Yeah, that's how Peapod works.
did you try that at all? Did you talk to any grocery stores? Probably not, doesn't look like it.
Well, before our last pitch, we were planning on talking to Heinen's,
Yeah.
but after we just got rid of that idea and we never got back to it. But if you want us to do that, we can definitely do that.
Well, you don't necessarily, I think that's something that as you get involved with the business, you have to figure out different avenues of making money. And if you can't charge if you do what Greg said, you charge more for the delivery because your costs are going to be more. But maybe you also make money from the grocery store.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that's critically important, is that you buy cheaper or you get a discount there because it's going to add to it. Secondly, the delivery person is doing the shopping for them, right?
Yes.
So for $2.50 to pay the delivery person, it's 50, well, if you got minimum wage, let's say it's $10, that's 15. I mean, that's a lot of, that's a sprinter to get that done 4 times in an hour.
Well, they would be buying all the groceries one time at the grocery store. So they pick up everything and then make the 4 separate deliveries after they get the
They're
food.
gonna package it separately because your order is different than your order is
Yeah.
different than your order, right?
Mhm.
And they got delivered that day because they can't refrigerate it. I would think that wonderful job on the MVP, the way you guys
Yeah.
did it. Oh, seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, and really worked hard, it was terrific the way you built some credibility in the model.
Absolutely.
And I would get you to get, I mean, so if you want to just focus at universities, I mean, so that's, I mean, where are you going to, how are you guys going to participate in that? You would manage the employees there, right? So you don't have any quality control, you don't know, I mean, you'd have to go to Elmhurst to interview them, right?
For the first year, we would plan on doing it ourselves. So because we're only going to be focused at 2 schools, one of them Northwestern and the other which was going to be Illinois, but we realized it was too far away for us to get to. So we have to figure out the second one, but we've done that every Sunday so far, and we
So
believe
you just delivered Sundays?
Yes.
Sunday delivery.
And we were planning Sundays and Wednesdays were the 2 days of the
So
week.
another thing to think about, Northwestern's an hour. Can you get there in possibly an hour? I mean,
Yeah.
it's really close to getting
I
there.
do like that idea though, of clustering the delivery dates.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
helps.
That helps you do this
Well, we
with
thought since
efficiency.
originally we wouldn't have like that many customers, we'd have 2 delivery date options.
Yeah.
And so you order like a big order that day.
And so it would only be a 1 or 2 hour time frame too.
Yeah, and then you can add more dates with more people. There's a company in San Francisco, they're probably in other, and I think it's called Delivery Now or TaskRabbit or a couple of them. No, Uber's getting into food delivery.
So is Amazon.
Amazon, you know, everybody's trying to figure out this last mile and how to get it same day delivery quick. And you should, again, that's not a reason to say that, gosh, we shouldn't do that because there's all this competition. It's actually validation. But you should learn from their business models.
Okay.
So you guys probably should know everything about all of the other like business models of trying to be same day delivery.
Okay.
You know, some people just now say, I'll go around and do errands for you all day. And, you know,
Same day delivery too.
same day delivery, and just give me your list, I'll go to any store you want.
Locally, to learn that model and then be able to transpose it onto the university settings.
What else? Oh,
Are you guys willing to do this for the next few Sundays in the fall and in the
Yeah.
winter?
So
Really?
that hour
We've
there-
done it the last 5 weeks, so,
Yeah.
You have?
yes, all 4 of us. Well, besides the Loyola one, but that was,
And you're willing to do it again?
yeah.
So that hour back and forth, 2 hours travel, you're not making any income on that, right? You're only making income on deliveries.
Yeah.
That's called try to do it from home.
Yeah.
the IRS disallows it, I got busted once. Just saying.
So if you can prove that model out locally and then put it in the university setting, I think that would help. Because then you have less investment, and to Greg's point, your price points, I think they're gonna be sweet.
The investment and the valuation didn't make sense. Carl, were you done or?
I'm done.
Okay, the investment and the valuation didn't make sense. You were asking for 20-some thousand or
25.
25,000.
But then you said the money valuation was what?
800 grand.
800 grand, and you were giving us what percent?
10.
Yeah, so 10, that would imply $250,000 valuation. If you're giving up, if we're only putting 25 in and getting 10%.
They did a 5 years, what they said, it kind of slipped through there, they said that's the future value of the company is what I heard.
Yes.
Okay.
So they used year
So,
5.
yeah, so just make sure you're clear,
You
that's
should
called
bring it back to
post-money
today's
valuation.
dollars.
Okay.
You should-
By the way, future value, show your math on the 5-year projection.
Go backwards.
Oh,
I believe that's what I heard, because I
Yeah.
wrote that down.
Okay.
It was future.
Right.
793 it is,
Seven.
yeah.
Oh,
Forward.
Your company in 5 years is gonna be worth a heck of a lot more than 793.
Yeah, the $1,000,001 may be a bit overstated, because their COGS isn't right,
Yeah.
their SG&A looks really low too. But
Go
you're
back
right.
to the slide where you have 793 in it.
Forward. There.
Yeah, a money value, for a post-money valuation, your post-money valuation is 250, I think, if you're giving us 10% equity for 25,000.
Good. I think so, too.
So is this gonna be an app or a website?
website.
I like that.
Website at the start, you
Cheaper.
could go to an app in the future.
It could go to an app, yep.
Yeah, right now it's.
After you approve volume.
And are any of you coders? So you're gonna have to hire somebody to develop the website?
Yes.
Where are you guys gonna get the product inventory for what people can order? Like, and whether it's in stock or not, you know, which brand, what size, you know, all the specifics of ordering.
It would just be the food that would be in the grocery store that we would deliver from, or that we would pick up
How do
from.
they know it's there though? What are you gonna
That's, yeah, that's.
How you
Certain
gonna-
people like certain milk, they want Diet Dr. Pepper cherry soda, you know, you go there and all you have is Sprite. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're out of it. I mean,
You
my
gotta,
wife cannot.
you just gotta steal
He needs
Peapod.
the
You gotta go to
a certain way.
Peapod. Whatever Peapod does, you gotta do.
Right.
Okay.
How did you do that?
That's a very, yeah, that's not trivial.
Yeah, walk us through how you did this these past 5 Sundays.
So we drove up to the college, first of all, they emailed us their list with brands and what they wanted. And we drove up to the college, went to their closest grocery store, and we basically picked out everything we needed, checked out, brought to their house.
By the way, why can't you just do that? Let's just play this forward. Can somebody just text you their grocery list? And you say, I'll go get it and charge you $5 or $10
Versus
or
building out a
15
web.
or whatever the value is.
Yeah.
And take out all of the costs associated with the web development. And what you're really after the first year
27.
is users.
Right.
And then, once you get revenue, you can then build out your website.
Keep it the
It's
whole
called
lot
bootstrapping, and there's probably a really good bootstrap opportunity here.
simpler.
It'll help a lot easier for everybody.
Yeah.
In fact, you can just say, hey, you know what, download this form. You can probably make it a little bit more elegant, but
Yeah. And shop cheaper, shop cheaper.
Chop sheet.
Top sheet.
That's even a good name for the company.
Did you not run into the problem of not finding?
Not in those 5 weeks.
Okay, good.
Because either they weren't too specific on what they wanted or what they ordered.
The more you go higher in the demographics, the more problem
Yeah.
you're gonna get.
Thank you, guys.